Hey, this is Jackie. It's JJ Diamond, Jacqueline Richardson, Deja, whatever y'all call me. I hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to talk to y'all about this trending pooping thing. I shouldn't have never told y'all that they wrote me up for pooping. But since we talking about pooping, I'm going to tell y'all how I met Mary J Blige. A lot of y'all know that I'm from Harlem, but I lived in the Bronx after my little brother died. I went to stay with my aunt and uncle in the Bronx, on 153rd between Cortland and Melrose. Cortland Avenue, y'all hear the song Where I Come From. And I say Cortland Ave in there. That's where we were. However, it was this lady that lived in the building on the top of the block. And we all knew her. She worked at Seatown around the corner, the supermarket. And she had just got killed. Her boyfriend had killed her in front of the building that Mary and Case was making a video. However, at the time I was pregnant with Nay Heights. And you know how long ago that was. Nay Heights is what, 26? Yeah, Nay Heights is 26 now. Anyway, which is my son. I was pregnant with Nay Heights. I think it was about maybe 5 or 6 months pregnant. Anyway, so I was walking my aunt to the bus stop on 3rd Avenue. And it was something I ate. I don't know what I ate. So I stopped at McDonald's to use the bathroom. And the bathroom was just so nasty because the dope fiends down on 3rd Avenue were going there and shoot up dope and poop all over the place. And, it was just nasty. And I just wasn't going in there. So I started walking fast to get home. But before I got home, I started to poop on myself. Sometimes you just can't hold it. Well, I make it home. I go in the house, go to turn on the water, and, to run me a bath, and we didn't have no water. So I called my aunt, and I'm like, Wani, we don't have no water. And she was like, I don't know why. She said, is no water or is the water cold? I said, we don't have no water. No water's coming out of the spigot. And so she said, I don't know, let me make a few calls. Because she was at work. And she called a couple of people in the neighborhood. And they was like, some people is making a video up the street in front of the building where the lady got killed. So my aunt calls me back and she's like, they're making a video with rain or something with the water, and that's why we ain't got no water. So you're going to have to wait to take a shower, a bath. I was like, wait, I pooped myself. I cannot wait. Well, I go up the street.
Alexa,
and
pause.
I go up the street.
Okay, Up the Street by the Baby from Apple Music.
And I see Mary standing in the building hallway. And Case was on the side. They had the thing that makes the rain, and the water was coming down. I forget what song it was. However, I went up there and flipped my goddamn leg. I was cursing everybody out. I said, I pooped myself. And y'all, I was just going off, y'all. I had on an overall. Y'all know what overall, the farmer overalls, had one of those. And I was going off. I said, listen here, I got to wash my butt. Y'all got to stop this. But I was just going off. And then I turned and looked at Mary, and she looked at me. And all she could say was, we sorry. But that's how I met Mary J Blige. She was apologizing for the video shoot, them using up our water, and I needed to wash my butt because I pooped myself. So by the time I got back down the street, I guess the scene was over. I turned on the water, and the water was running. I don't know if they decided to change and do it at night, or if they finished up the scene, or whatever the case may be. But that's the story of me pooping myself, meeting Mary J Blige, and not having no water to wash my tail. And I was angry on fire. Okay, shout out to Mary. Shout out to Case. Awkward time, when we met. But I've always been a fan. I'm going to continue to be a fan. It was just a bad situation. And anybody can get it from me when I'm in a bad situation. Okay? That's just who I am. I treat everybody with love. I treat everybody with respect. But when I'm in a bad situation and I can't control it, I'll do a 360 in a minute. And that's just who I am. God has always put me in a position to where I could control what's going on around me. Certain things we can't control, like our body functions, So that's why, it was so funny when these people at my job wrote me up for taking too long to poop. We look at it, so funny, and we laugh about it, and we laugh at them. Because how foolish can you be to write somebody up because of body functions? You don't know me from Adam. You don't know if I have stomach problems. You don't know if I have, I forget the name of it. One of my supervisors had this issue, but I can't remember the name of the disease. But every time you eat, you gotta poop. You know what I mean? And, I say that people like that and that mind frame shouldn't even work with people. That is like the bottom of the bottom when it comes to human beings. Okay? When you don't think of the well-being of somebody else's functions and their body functions, their illnesses, and whether they know it or not, a big part of that is customer service. So if you can't do that in a warehouse, you would never be able to do that at another job. Because the biggest key with dealing with people is understanding their feelings. Understanding what they're going through at that moment. Not harass them, not write them up, not mistreat them. When you start talking about people's health, it plays a big part. And that's why we just laugh at them. We don't say nothing, we stay out the way and laugh at them. Make it make sense. Certain things we can't control. They've been pushing me to do this podcast. I didn't even want to speak upon it, but I guess I have to because poop is going to continue to trend until I address the issue. The way it should have been handled, okay? When a person went to the bathroom and stayed for a long time. Especially if you're not the person's supervisor. Immediate supervisor. You have to learn each and every one of your employees, no matter who you work for or where you work. As a manager, you're supposed to learn the personality of each and every one of your employees. And you can't do it in one day. That's number one. And if you didn't work with this employee in the past, then you're supposed to be contacting their supervisor and asking them, is this a normal thing that this person does? can't learn a person in 4 hours. Now, if that was my company, I would have fired them both on the spot. And I'm just giving it to y'all real. That's just how I carry it. You're not going to mistreat people because you have a title. That's number one. Okay? So, I wouldn't even be addressing this. I would have said, what? You did what? If I was the head supervisor, fired on the spot. So these are the things that companies have to look for when you're hiring people. How do they feel about human beings? And do they respect other human beings? If you can't hire someone that respects another human life, they don't deserve to be working with people. And that's just the bottom line. That particular day that I got sick at work, as y'all know, it's hard for me to digest meat. I've been like that for many years. I don't eat much at work. You know, I try to just eat a noodle, something light that I know my stomach can digest. I've had stomach problems all my life, but I've learned to train my body. Did they care that I had an illness? No. Did they even ask? No. Very rare I poop at work unless I have eaten something that makes me sick or my stomach secretes more than it normally does. Okay, because when people stress me out, sometimes my stomach secrete more acid than it would normally do. That's how you gain ulcers. And I've had ulcers all my life. I didn't eat for a whole year. 365 plus days. I didn't eat. I lived off of Ensure and my Lanta and water. Until my son's father, the same son, when I met Mary, helped me eat. And I started out with coin size, about a quarter size, 50-cent piece size pancakes. And that led me to eating again. I weighed 97 pounds. That's when I met my daughter's father. That was around the time that me and my daughter was going to modeling school. Yeah. I went through hell over my stomach. So for someone to write me up because I had to poop, you're going to hell. We'll let God deal with you. Because you don't know what I had encountered in the past of my life. Even if I was 18, you don't know what I've encountered, of what I've been through. My son had a friend, young boy. They was young. That had an issue. And when he eats, he goes to the bathroom. So you don't know who you're going to come encounter with when you're working with people. And if they're telling you that they're in the bathroom using it, and you witness them coming out the bathroom, there's no reason for you to be writing someone up because of it. They was in the bathroom. They could have been ill. You could have been stressing them out so bad you made them ill. Did you think about that? We have to take human beings' well-being a little bit more serious. I'm loved by many and hated by most. Just because of who I am. Because I wear nice clothes. Because I still look young. Because I make music. Because I own a trademark. But that doesn't give you reason to mistreat me. I'm still a human being and have to take care of my family. If no one had told y'all, I own the music label. Y'all so worried about me getting a deal, I'm supposed to be giving out the deals. These people helped me build my music label. So while y'all constantly being jealous of me, y'all don't even know how many bills I have to pay to keep it going. I have to pay bills to talk to you right now. If you want to know something about me, ask my supervisor. Google it. Better yet, ask me. Don't assume anything. Ask me. Because you don't know what I've encountered in my life. Yeah, you can read the stories. Wounded, Survive, and Thrive. Chapter 11 in one book and chapter 19 in another. You can read that boxer. Once again, you can Google it. You can follow my Facebook. You can follow my Instagram. I tell my stories about my life on a daily basis. I don't need stress, added on stress, from people that want to make a mark for themselves. And FYI, you gain more respect with love than you do with hatred. That's why when I walk through the building, hands go up. Voices are spoken. Hey, Jackie. Hey, 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 hey. Because I'm loved by many because I treat people with respect and I treat them kind. And those that hate me is because they don't even know me. They don't know my life and never inquired about it. Now that's just the facts. You can talk all day. But if they can't Google it or find it on my Facebook or my Instagram, then nobody's going to believe you. We're going to think you're all crazy. Because I'm the number 100 honest person. I'm going to tell it like it is, whether you accept it or not. And that's just what it is. But I'm still going to treat people with respect and kindness. Right is right and wrong is wrong, whether it's my kids, somebody else's kids, an adult my age, or elder. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And if it's right, it's right. But I'm not going to disrespect them, but I'm going to give them the knowledge. And for those that don't know, this is what I do on a daily basis. I've been doing it for 30 years. Legally for 12. For 10. Private Friend Incorporated teaches. This is what we do. We teach love and peace. Unity is one. That's our slogan. I want to make sure I read it off correctly. Unity is love and family together as one. When I step at that building to go to work every day, I step in that building with Amazonians. And we are family. We all there to do the same thing. Clock in and get a job done. Clock out and go home. I'm not there to argue with nobody. I'm not there to fight with nobody. I'm there to get the job done and go home. For one, the 10 hours is just too long anyway. So we have no other choice but to be a family. That's why they gave us the name Amazonians. Because we're one. We are unity. What one person don't do, the next has to cover. Whether they like it or not. That's just what it is. Because everybody's not going to be on the up and up. And everybody's not going to be 100%. Just like in a family. You're always going to have your rotten apples. But what do we do with rotten apples? You either shape up or ship out. Because it's not going to be tolerated for too long. And that's just what it is. So I decided, because they're not going to ship the bad apples out, then all the good apples will keep it moving. And then y'all can deal with all the bad apples that come in. Since y'all want to run a company of bad apples. And the good apples will move on. To where they get the respect and the love and the care that they deserve at their employments. And this is just what it is. And the thing about, working at my job, I met a lot of people working in. Shout out to a lot of you guys. I love y'all because y'all kept my music label going. Without y'all, I don't know where I would be with this music label. So I take my hat off to y'all. Salute y'all for listening and putting that time in, supporting me. But I'm tired of the abuse. The abuse is just too stressful. And it's not from the people that I deal with on a regular basis. It's always some other people that want to come in the mix. We just want peace. We come to work for 10 hours. 2 of those hours are dedicated to traveling. By the time we get home, we can barely eat and go to bed. And then we gotta come to work and then be mistreated too. No, that's not how it's done. Then you don't want to follow the rules. And then you're looking at me like I'm wrong. No, that's not how it's done. Respect is giving all the time. Respect is earned. And we respect each other. That's the way it's done. I hate that I had to go there, but I see that they're not going to let the poop thing stop trending on the internet until I did. And I told y'all who I am. And anything that y'all do, and I speak on it, and the world does not like it, they're going to make it trend until you see the realistic life about this. This is real life. If I speak on it, it's going to flood the internet, especially if it's negative. I'm attached to major people. I've been attached to these people for many, many years. I just told you when I met Mary J Blige 27 years or 26 years ago. 27 years ago. Some of y'all wasn't even in your mother's belly 27 years ago. I'm not going to let y'all stress me out. I'm going to keep on moving. And what's going to be said is that the company I used to work for is a very bad company and do not apply there. Because of the people that they choose to hire. Do y'all want that? That's why I didn't speak of it, because I wanted y'all to see. I wanted y'all to see my power. It's not power that you can get overnight. It's not power that you can get by trying to play me. As Meek Mill always says, it's levels to it. And if you haven't put in the work, you're not going to get the power. All you're going to get is not looked at anymore. We're not going to pay no attention to you. We're not going to respect you. Especially on the ground. My power runs deep through throughout the whole East Coast and some of the West in over 48 countries. It's nothing to play with. I don't come to work to get fame. I don't come to work to lollygag. When they put me to work, I do my job. Whether it be packing a box or cleaning, it doesn't matter. If one of my supervisors tell me to do a job, I'm going to do it because that's what I'm there for. But I'm not there for stupidity. I have a 13-year-old that I'm trying to raise, that I'm trying to get into a good school. So she don't have to be none of us that walk through that door. I don't have time for the nonsense. And that's just what it is. Now, do I need to show y'all more of my power? For y'all to respect that I'm just there trying to get some money and work and stay healthy? Until I can find more employment? Or do we need to take it further? Now, the internet done showed y'all. I sat yesterday and watched them talk about a woman that so-called peed herself. Y'all know I said that as well. Because I peed myself at work. I just wanted to prove a point. Because my supervisor, if I say to my supervisor, I got to go to the bathroom or something, he's not going to question me. He's going to ask me, I'm going to tell him. I'm 52 years old. I'm not a damn kid. My oldest child is 36. I put on my daughter's Jordans because y'all want to teach me, y'all want to treat me like I'm a child. So since y'all want to treat me like I'm a child, I'm going to walk around with $300 sneakers just like the little kids do. And that make y'all mad too. The point that I'm trying to make is stop. And I'm tired of telling people to stop. Stop your nonsense. I'm not there to play with y'all. I have to woosah for a moment. As y'all know, when I snapped my lid, I had to spaz out at work one time, because these people I've learned, only deal with certain people. I had to teach my daughter yesterday, she was going through it. She's going through a little issue, and she's like, Mom, I just want to go. And I said, well, sometimes you just can't run. You don't have a choice. I feel like that every day that I step in that building. I got to fight with them about every single thing. Things that's wrong. Everything. Why? is people in high positions stressing out the grounders? Because they don't know their jobs, they don't know their duties, and they don't know their places. Make it make sense. You know, they got a mental thing when you come in. I mean, a table that got mental health pamphlets and everything. Y'all give people mental health issues. Who wants to work a job that gives? Is my home life is my peace. My job should be my peace as well, but my job gives me mental issues. Why? It's not supposed to be that way. Things have to change. And I'm tired of giving y'all tips. I'm not telling y'all nothing else to try to get that building better. And I've seen y'all working. I see a lot of changes around the building. I noticed them because I told y'all about them. But I am so tired of trying to help y'all level up. So now I just come there and hope I get a friendly person next to me that we can laugh the day through and get our job done. Or be by myself. Like yesterday I was at work and my supervisor, she said, well, go do this, Jackie, for me. And I went, and I guess she thought maybe I got lonely or whatever. I wasn't lonely. But God bless me. I had a good person next to me and we laughed our way through those hours. And got our job done. All I can say is I pray for y'all, and hopefully one day y'all get it right. Y'all hire the right crew. Y'all hire the right people that know how to work with people, know how to assess people. Customer service. Key. Customer service comes with every job if you're dealing with people. If you're in an office doing accounting or paperwork and you don't have to deal with too many people, I get it if you don't have customer service. But when you got to deal with people, you got to know how to treat them. And that's just the facts. Thank y'all for listening. This is Miss JJ Diamond, Jackie, Jacqueline Richardson, Deja. Whatever y'all call me, everybody got a name for me. I got so many new names, y'all, here in Charlotte. I can't even remember them all, but they all give me a name. But I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all soon.